The mix of people that are attracted to this conference is great. There are people from large pharmaceutical companies, small biotech companies, startups, universities, service companies. That's a fantastic mix because in order to be successful in any field of science, you really need a mix of disciplines. This is the one meeting that seems to attract all of those groups.
I think the agenda is excellent. I think it's a good, broad representation of academic centers and investigators with industry, and without that early dialogue, you won't have acceleration of the process of discovery, translation, and application.
What I do like in this kind of meeting and the way you get it organized is the fact that we have a kind of perfect mix of science, very high-level academic science, and business development from pharmaceutical companies. Not only startups, but large pharma companies as well.
I think the agenda and the program for Global Engage is very timely. It's wonderful to bring academics and industry together under one roof to talk about what are the emerging themes and potential collaborations between scientists and business people.
I really enjoyed the panel discussion, much more industry focused, but it was a pretty candid discussion from people who are the large pharma space versus the smaller, startup biotech type space.
Well, having been involved with the conference for the last 3 conferences now, we can see a real progression in terms of both the science and the thoughts about actually producing products from the microbiome, and that's evidenced by the number of people increasing every time.
As an academic researcher, I think this experience has been really useful in terms of better understanding how discoveries made in basic science can be translated by different companies and what that process is. Also, the presence of the FDA to understand where that field is moving and how these things will roll out has been also very useful in terms of designing studies.
The nicest thing I've found about this is that we have a range of people from the top institutes to the new startups, and that just shows kind of the whole range of all the problems that need to be solved. So that made it very, very appealing to me.
We've made new potential collaborative connections, and I think that's really one of the best potentials for companies who are spread out all over the country is to come to a potentially international meeting like this.